Welcome back to this video. Today is a morning routine. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, we go 6 a.m. But I have two little girls to get back to school, and my youngest one just started school for the first time, so it's an adjustment. But I want to do a new routine. It's back to school with both the girls in school last year around this time. It was just one of them. So this routine is a little different. I'm not going to be that mom that wakes up at 5 a.m., gets her exercise done and all that jazz. No, this mama actually would be realistic. I literally lay there, play with my phone, trying to wake myself up for a minute, and then I get my day started. So I'm gonna be realistic with you. I'm gonna be real, because I'm like, some days I'm not motivated to do anything. Some days I'm just like, oh Lord. And some days I'm like, I'll get up out of bed and I get things done. It just depends on what mood or how tired I am. But first things first, I am getting up, getting myself situated. Yeah, first things first, slippers, because we keep our house very, very, very cold. Which, where I live, we need it very cold in the house, because let me tell you, it is hot outside. Okay, it is too hot. You can stand outside for like 2 seconds and you're sweating. I'm like, what, really? So first things first, I'm making me some iced coffee. This is what brand I use. Again, from my Walmart. And it's the caramel macchiato. People say that I already have the caramel macchiato in there, but me, I have to put the extra creamer in there too, so I have to put more of the creamer in it, because I'm more of a creamer than a coffee person, you know what I mean? Like I tell people all the time, I want my coffee with a splash, no, I want my creamer with a splash of coffee. So, but I'm gonna do an iced coffee today, because lately it's been so hot. It just makes sense to have a cold coffee in the morning. Now when the winter and fall comes, then I'll be like, get that nice hot coffee in my hand, just chill and relax. But during the summer, you're gonna need the iced coffee to stay cool. So, but this is before I get my girls up, that I am gonna make my youngest daughter's lunch this particular day. She takes her lunch every day, because yes, I will tell you this, she goes to a private school and it's $4.50 for a hot lunch. So mama is gonna go make her lunch every day and stuff like that. So, but my oldest one goes to a public school, and she actually eats at the school. She likes what they make. If she don't like what they make that certain day, I do make her a lunch. And I think I've only done that once, but she's only been in school for like 2 weeks, so. But I do ask her every day, okay, I look at the menu and I ask her, okay, do you want me to pack you a lunch? Are you good with what they're having today? And she's like, okay, or no. So, but I have to make my youngest daughter lunches every day, and this particular day I made peanut butter and jelly with some yogurt, some cheesy puffs, a string cheese, a Capri Sun and stuff like that. And once she gets, because she's a half a day, so by the time she does that and get home, that should cover her until she gets home. So, but I try to do this every day. Sometimes I don't get to, but I try to make my bed every day. But just like, if I don't make it, I'll at least straighten it up a little bit, you know what I mean? But in this particular morning, I forgot to charge my camera, so I didn't get dressed. I just showed y'all I was about to get dressed, because this mama forgot to charge her camera, so I was charging my camera while I got dressed. So you didn't see me get ready, which it wasn't much. Getting dressed, comb my hair, put a hat on. I was good to go, because it was bad hair day. I'm just saying. But once I get ready, I usually, unless they want me to wake them up to eat breakfast early, usually I just wake them up and I have their outfits picked out for them the night before. So it makes it more easier in the morning to get them up. Yes. I I would say it does help to get their outfits ready the night before. So once they get dressed, and I actually have a bow on her dress so that I know to put that bow in her hair the morning of. So but once we get dressed, once they get dressed, and I tame their hair down, aka the beast, we are headed out. We actually have to leave extremely early in the morning to make it to my oldest daughter. She has to be there earlier than my youngest one. So we head out. I'll get them both in the car at the same time, because it's just too much of a hassle. You could take my oldest one and then come back at the house, get the youngest one. It's just like, just get in the car. So first things first, I'm gonna drop off my oldest one to her school. So she likes the camera, she likes smiling at it. So but once I get her to school and get her adjusted, I take my youngest one. We actually have to sit there for a minute before we even go in our school, because they don't open the doors until a certain time. So but she has decided, like, I turned down my street one day to get something because I forgot something for her for school, and she cried. She's like, I want to go to school. So maybe she'll hopefully stay like that. Probably not. But once I usually walk her in, because she's in preschool, so it makes more sense to walk her in, and my oldest one gets in the car line at her older school. So but once I get her in her classroom, I come back home, and yeah, I'm like, I feel a little bit better. Like, I feel relaxed now, because the kids are at school with their own time. They're there. Wham! I'm more relaxed the rest of the morning while my youngest one's at school, because she stays there for a few hours, and then I have to go pick her up. So those few hours, I'm like, quietness, either take a nap, play my phone, get some editing done, film, clean, whatever. Not every day is the same, so those are the main things I do. I try to make their beds every day. They need to get back into making their own beds. But it's mostly not really making their beds, it's really getting their blankets situated. And I will say they have the hardest time folding their blankets. I will just say that now. But just straighten up a little bit in both rooms, so I'm like, I feel a little bit better. But once I get done relaxing, that's what I usually do, try to get something done, unless I took a nap that day. Sometimes that happens too. I usually like to take a nap in the morning. So but I'm gonna just clean up the kitchen. I've been trying to stay on top of my kitchen. If you see a cleaning video you saw last week, you can see what happens when it gets out of order. Yeah, it gets crazy. I actually did a smoothie this certain day, and I just don't know what it is. Like, this smoothie wasn't the best, and it's missing something. I put collagen in it. It's missing something. I just don't know what it is. And I'm like, usually banana and blueberries I love. It's just, they were missing something. I just don't know what it is. Maybe I gotta add strawberries in it. I don't know. It's just something about it. It was mixing something. So if you can help me out there, help a girl out, because even my husband didn't like it. Like, he's like, what is this? And I'm not drinking the rest. So, but I'm like, I don't know, it's missing something. Tell me how you make your smoothie, because this one came out of a bag, but it's definitely, like, I've had frozen fruit and stuff like that out of a bag, and this is not, they were better than this, and I just don't know what it is. So help a girl out, but I'm trying to do better with my weight. It's a slow process, okay? It's been too hard to do anything, and also I've been working like crazy. So this particular week I filmed this. This is the brand I had. So let me know. But this particular week I actually had a very laid back week. I had a lot more days off, so I was like, why not film a morning routine for y'all? This is what usually a morning routine for me if I had the day off, or I'm going into work later in the afternoon, because my hours vary. So, but once I get done with the house and just relax for a second, I want to I usually try to do this, run some errands before pick up my youngest one, so I don't have to get her in, get her out the car, get her out, everything else. So it just makes more sense. So I had to pay a bill, and then I wanted to go to the grocery store and get some food. Not like a handful of food that I was gonna make a dinner. I had all the whole ingredients, but 3 of them. So I was like, okay. But I hope you enjoy this morning routine. And if you like more morning routines, I will make another one in the fall. So give me a thumbs up if you like them. I will see y'all in my next video. Also, my social medias are in the description box, so I'm always on there. And I hope y'all have a awesome day. Bye, guys.
Right by your side, right by your